December of 2021. The urban franchise Tony Montana lost his original YouTube channel, the TBX 420 Club. But right away, August 25th, 2021, he made a new channel, the Urban Franchise Entertainment. And he took his brand to a whole new level. Now being signed by an actual production company and being seen as an EVP, he took a risk. And on a fateful day, September 5th, 2021, he dropped some videos of AEW All Out, which got him 500,000 views on each video, which created so many opportunities for the future of urban franchise entertainment. Because Tony Montana had a vision. But he realized, upon doing this, his passion, his love for professional wrestling wasn't the same as it was before. So he went in another direction, bringing back series such as Talent from the Six, creating new series like Fat Kid Tuesday. Then, his first in-studio production, his first official talk show, Down the Talk with Tony Montana. One of the most biggest highlights of urban franchise entertainment. This series carried the company throughout the first run of the channel. But at the end of that, a sad time came. It was the end of that year, and Tony Montana was let go from his contract. He was told, no, you weren't good enough. His relationship didn't work out, and these sad pictures came from that time when that relationship went bad. But Tony Montana never gave up. And despite letting the channel die for a few months, he had a Zoom call. And this Zoom call on August 21st, 3rd, 2022, completely changed his life and the direction of urban franchise entertainment, as he met someone whose energy matched his and had the presence that he did. He had a vision for a whole new brand and channel, but that was quickly changed after this one Zoom call. That was the birth of the new era of Fat Kid Tuesdays. The introduction of Lady Vivian from VV's Wabi Sabi Adventures on YouTube and Eat Now, Diet Later on Instagram. These were Tony Montana's favorite channels and one of his best eras in his mind of YouTube. They created absolute gold. But Tony Montana, when in this state of happiness, he got to a point where he realized things are going too good right now. And he embarked on a journey. He told his faithful partner in crime he will be back. But one day, he went off. And that journey did not work out well for him. He ended up going for one of the darkest places in his life, December 2022. One of his lowest points. A point that brought Montana down. Chase loved in the wrong places, and he let go of what he loved. He stopped filming for an extended period of time, but then the era came, and Montana, and franchise Tony Montana, on July 8th, 2023, after going through his darkest point many days before, where he almost gave it all up, got back with the one co-host he could rely on, Lady V, and they brought a whole new era to urban franchise entertainment, where they had growth like they never expected. They went out to multiple events, and they took this brand to a whole new level. Tony Montana owes everything that he has to his partner in crime, Lady V. That's why, never doubt as long as the Fat Kid world universe exists, Tony Montana and Lady V are a part of it. Because their hard work after all those months led to something amazing. They got monetized. December 11th, 2023. Their hard work paid off. Their consistency in the brand and consistently uploading and doing enough content to give the peeps what they needed resulted in them getting monetized and growing to a level never expected. With this new growth, they started a new series. August 18th, 2023, they introduced a new series, Challenge Fridays, expanding their Fat Kid universe. Then Tony Montana brought his co-host because of how much talent she had with him to the interview world. And a new talk show was created, kicking it in the Fat Cave with the spin-off of Having a Cold One with Tony Montana and Lady V. They created absolute gold and built the brand to a level that we did not expect. We, right now, are way beyond we were before. Then additions like the return of Battle of the Brothers on April 15, 2024 took the channel to a whole new level. They grew in subscribers to numbers they did not expect, having such a variety in content with all the different Fat Kid content and then the Battle of the Brothers content as well. Storylines were so interesting that people got invested. Then we had a moment very recently, August 10th, 2024. Peter Gears made the return to the brand, and due to the storyline of Battle of the Brothers, he is now seen as the face of urban franchise entertainment. And within this month of August, we have broken all our view records, all our revenue records. We have taken the brand to a whole new level. In 3 years, we did more than we did in 7 years on the other channel. To start off, I just want to first off say thank you guys so much. 3 years on this new channel. Very scary to do. I did it in the process of losing the first channel, which was hard pill to swallow. It was kind of one of those things is, do I make another channel? Do I give up on this dream? Do I just like go and work for somebody else? And I kind of took a bet on myself and I was like, no. I'm gonna make a new one. And as I said at the end of that little montage you guys just saw, we have done more in these 3 years than we did on 7 on the other channel. We are like 1.5 million views. We are just on the verge, we're just under 40,000 subscribers. I think we're about like 36,000, but we're getting close to 40,000, almost halfway to that play button. Like the old channel, the play button was just something that was impossible. Right now, Urban Franchise Entertainment, unlike TBX 420 Club, the play button is something that we are going to do. We have been growing. You guys have been loving what we've been doing. You've been showing the support. You have had your faith in me. You came back to me after we lost that. We did 7 years somewhere else and you came back here. And I thank you all so much. I appreciate every single one of you peeps who have continually supported me, who have been here with me throughout this journey, this growth of actually finding a creative outlet for myself. And now it's at a point where I can kind of just do this most of the time, which is actually amazing. And I have the opportunity to take on other opportunities in the mainstream entertainment world as well. And I only have that because of you guys. Without you guys, I would not exist. If you guys did not hit view, you did not play, you did not click like, you did not comment, you did not give me a thumbs up, you did not give me a thumbs down. If you didn't share, I wouldn't be here. The platform wouldn't have the faith in me that it does. The platform wouldn't be giving me the opportunities that it does, and the numbers that I have, my public analytics, would not be creating the bigger opportunities that I have right now. This has been an amazing journey. TBX 420 Club was my original baby. The Urban Franchise Entertainment is my evolution of that baby. It's just like I saw the first channel as one thing, but as I'm able to implement the stuff from the first channel with like the channel memberships here, where you can see all the old stuff, I very much see this as just still my baby. It hasn't stopped. I just continue to do what I learned to do while doing this the first time. I got good at it, I kept at it, and I kept getting better. And you guys love that. You guys keep watching it, keep giving me the hits, you keep giving me the views. And I love every single one of you peeps. It means the world to me to be at this point 3 years and hit the numbers that seemed impossible to me in the past. Like being on the verge of 40,000 subscribers back on the old channel seemed like something that was 10 years away. This is 3 years since then. Honestly, I want to thank everyone who's been involved in this content, involved in this channel. Yeah, honestly. I'm going to go through everyone who's been seen on screen here. Let's start off with like one of the first things. I had played some older videos that I did on the original channel. Let's start off with Anisha Badshaw, one of the greatest talents from Toronto. Guys, go and check her out. Thank you so much for giving me that interview during the lockdown for my channel. We had Sinead, who's actually killing it. She was just doing DJing raves in Italy not too long ago. We had Story, Grammy-nominated artist, one of the biggest artists I've ever interviewed. And I thank you so much for giving me that interview during the lockdown era. And then we had a lot of other people. I posted some older content. We had a lot of original content that we did on the channel. We had the dating series. We had Julie. Thank you so much, Julie, for being one of the first contestants on there. Then we had the talk show. And I want to thank everyone who was a guest on Down to Talk, because that was actually a really great show. We started off on a really small studio, then we finished the season. Then we did virtual episodes. Then we did a bunch of episodes in the main studio. Let me go through everyone. The first person I brought in who's actually become my first triple interview, because she was in one of the Fat Cave interviews, the famous violin girl, Bridget O'Regan, one of my first like real friends I made in the industry. She's one of those people who I always reach out to, and she's always been down to collab and very great. Despite being so much bigger than me, she's always treated me like an equal, which I've always appreciated from Bridget. Then we had my other great friend who was a double interview, Farrowin, aka Natalie Patari, multi-talented artist, always a privilege to spend time with her. We actually had her on the channel a few times, actually. We had her 2 times here and then 3 times on the channel, actually. She's been a triple interview too, technically. And then we had my buddy Roddy Lander, who works in the film industry. He works on all of the Star Trek shows. He worked on the Kim's Convenience spinoff with Andrew Fung, Run the Burbs. He's done a lot of great projects. We've also had, let's go back, we're going on. We had Martin Hustler, one of the big talents from Toronto. He's been killing it in the industry. We had DJ Wright, one of those upcoming artists you guys got to keep an eye on, because this kid, he has it. He has the depth. He's done a lot of roles that some I wouldn't do, but he had the depth to pull them all off. We have Euruklia Yura, who actually won the HGTV reality series where she got a home. Really amazing talent. She was on the reality show. She did acting. Really great person. Who else did we have? We had Delta Dawn. Oh man, Delta Dawn. She was one of the virtual episodes. Absolute amazing interview. We had Murray Chuskis, a comic book artist who actually did a lot of charity work as well. We had Manny Fresh, who's an actor doing a lot of great commercials right now. We had Maria Gard, who I've kept an eye on. She has been doing absolutely amazing things. She has really grown. She's grown in the government sector, and it's just great to see how much she's contributing. Then we got the best guests that I ever had. The guests who were absolutely the biggest honor for me to interview. That'd be my homies from Dynasty, the Takedown King Jackson Roy, the Lionheart Mikey Truth. Absolute honor to interview these guys so early in their career. They've absolutely killed it. When I interviewed them, it was very early in their career. And I said they were the future, and these guys absolutely proved that they have killed it. I'm looking forward to get them back on camera, get all the other members of Dynasty, Swerve, Xavier, everyone else. You guys got a few more members. I would love to get everyone down in the Fat Cave or do it on Zoom. We all chat. That interview meant so much to me because with Urban Franchise Entertainment, when I came into this, I was actually trying to leave wrestling behind. I got the big numbers right away, but that's what I did on TBX 420 Club. When I came into this channel, I wanted to sow my depth. This is why I went into the more talk shows type content. I went into the fat kid content. I actually had a cooking series, and then we did more of the improv stuff with the Good Brother, Bad Brother stuff. But getting to come back and actually interview and meet and get to know professional wrestlers for real, it was just like, honestly, the biggest highlights of my career as an interviewer, as an influencer, as an entertainer, period. I will always appreciate the Takedown King Jackson Roy and the Lionheart Mikey True for giving me the opportunity. And I look forward to any future opportunities I get to interview them in again in the future. That was just like, and getting to run into them again at a wrestling show we went to, it was just absolutely, absolutely amazing. A lot of people probably wouldn't expect me to say this, but thank you to Rob Toss, because if it wasn't being signed by you when I lost the old channel, I probably wouldn't have been able to hold it all together to build this whole new brand. So what I have now is the thanks to, at the time of working with you. Obviously, I want to thank my family members who've been in videos, the Ass Lass, Kooks, Lily, May May, and obviously, as you guys know, the infamous Dr. Clone. Dr. Clone was the one with me at the start of the original channel. He was the original YouTuber, actually. My channel was a spin-off of his original channel. And he's been with me for this ride all the way through. And then just to end it all off, actually, we had a few new people join. There was a very talented model we worked with, Kylie Leno. She was in our Halloween special. Thank you so much, Kylie. It was an absolute pleasure to get to work with you. She was actually someone who applied for one of my casting calls for one of my scripted series. And we actually finally got to work together on the Halloween special. And then one of the new hosts, Rose. Rose, thank you so much for coming and doing some stuff. We were just talking recently when I get back from my trip to the States I have coming up. We are going to film some cool stuff for you guys, so guys, stay tuned for that. And ultimately, to end this off, I think there is one person who actually needs to be singled out. Actually, two people. One person I'm just going to throw in because I wasn't planning to, but my best friend Etcho, thank you so much. My brother, thank you so much for being on the channel. Thank you for letting all your boys be in the channel. Sam, Enzo, and Liam. Absolute privilege to get to reconnect with my best friend and my brother. And then there's one person who is a big part of this, and I really wish she would stand in beside me right now while doing this video, but that's to Lady V. Honestly, my favorite person to film with. I've been doing this for 10 years now. This is 3 years on this channel. November will officially be 10 years. But Lady V, Vivian, Vivi's Wabi Assembly Adventures on YouTube, and Eat Now Diet Later on Instagram is the one person who, when I was beside her in front of that camera, I was just at peace and just like loving this more than I've loved it at any other time. We just had a chemistry, we had energy together that just made me love this. There's points where I was gonna give up on this, and 2 times, because of her, I came back. current motivation, the drive I have right now. I'm just kind of motivated because when I came back the first time, she kind of just made it clear this is her dream, and I was just like, well, my goal is to make your dream come true. Unfortunately, just direction I'm taking it in right now, and then her lack of availability. She has so much going on. I don't want to hold her back, and I feel like I'm holding her back. We are taking a break. This is not the end of our work. This is we're taking a break. She's got so much going on. She's doing so many amazing things. And we will get back to it again because you guys want to see that upscale season of Fat Kid Tuesdays, don't you? But I would not be here without her. I cannot leave her behind. She's someone who I'm going to always have to reach out to whatever I do. She's always going to be one of those people because she was such a big part of this. Would not be here without her. Thank you so much, Lady V. I will always have such a deep appreciation to quote The Rock when speaking of other wrestlers. You always know I will love you like no other can. And I will always have appreciation to you, and I always treat you better than anyone else I stand beside in front of this. Something I've never told anyone. I actually told her this one time. Like when we didn't have time, she was out of town and couldn't film. I had to work with other people's at other times. I literally was just like on the way there. There was one time she was supposed to come with us, and I just like kept putting off of filming with all these people who wanted to film with me. The one time I was like, okay, well, she's back now, we could film. So I literally was putting off people for like a month and a half. Wanted to film. But then we're finally gonna do one, and then she had to cancel last minute, and it's just like literally the idea of doing a video without her because of what we built for all these years doing this together. I've never done this with anyone this long, this consistently. I like fucking cried. I literally cried. I like had to keep like wiping my face and hiding the tears. Like being on that bus going to where I was going to do this episode, I cried. But that's just a testament of what me and Lady V have. And that's just a testament why it can never end. It could be put on hold for right now. She got a lot going on. But when she has the time, we'll get back to it. But it just, it's helped me get through some tough times, the magic we've created. So creating magic with her is honestly one of my biggest highlights in life. And I look forward to doing it again in the future. But you guys know we got so much coming up. 3 years. We're going into a whole new era. We're switching up. We're doing new great things. And I just, again, want to end this off by thanking you all so much. Thanking all the peeps, everyone who's been following us, everyone who's been showing support throughout this time. We could not do this without you guys, because without you guys, we would not exist. You guys make us relevant. You guys made this brand. You guys are making everything that we do in the future. And I love every single one of you so much, because to be at the point where I am with this, having the time that I have to do this, I will always and forever appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining me in this 3-year anniversary special. Stay good, peeps. Stay hood. And keep it blitz.